All I hear is talking, I don't sweat that. If they don't trust me either, I respect that. If she be down the ride, oh, I bet that.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. My name is JH. How y'all doing, Postal family? I'll wait for you guys to leave how you doing in the comment section. I'll just wait a second. Okay, you're not really gonna answer, are you? But listen, two things before we get into the video. Yes, we did get a whole new setup for our light blue, which is great, but for some strange reason, we still cannot access our allotments to change our allotments. This is causing people to email me and say, hey Jay, I went and got this loan from blah, 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 and they tried to approve it, but I can't change my allotment. So if you need to change your allotment for any specific reason, especially because BMG Money requires you to have a picture uploaded of your allotment changed, you have to call Human Resources, or you have to change your allotment on a computer that has the Wi-Fi or something. The network is under the Postal Service for now. So if you have access to one of those setups that they have at the post office where you work in the back, you're able to do it there because it's connected to their Wi-Fi and it's supposed to be safe. Or you have to call Human Resources and sit on the phone for however long to adjust your allotment. You could be aggravated, or you could realize that they're just trying to protect our money. It is what it is. All right. And those that are blaming the post office for this situation, no, you can't blame them. They are doing diligent to make sure our money is safe. That's going to be in another video about how they're fixing that. But today, that's the basics. And if you don't even know what I'm talking about, in the video description, I have all these different things, and some of them require you to have allotments and blah, blah, blah. All right, so let's get into a topic that's a little bit controversial, a little bit deep, and I just want to have a conversation about it. And you guys can leave your comments below, because it is 100,000% clear that my videos are being watched by the big people. So hopefully they read the comments. Try not to be too harsh on them, and have discussions. All right. This one is about the Postal Police. It says the union representing the Postal Police officers are questioning why they are not patrolling the streets. Number one thing for us as postal workers is to make sure that we're safe, right? Right. No matter what your capacity. You hear about people in certain facilities losing their mind, going postal. And now we have things going out. It seems like every other day they got wind of these keys, and people are out there just trying to harass the postal workers. Me personally, somebody mentioned, why don't they just have a key code like every other modern company? That would make sense. Key code, eliminate that. And then it causes the bad guys to actually just have to break into it. Break into it then. Leave our people alone. They want to go home safe. This is a good question. Good question. But we're going to read and see what they're talking about. Individual A say it's a nationwide problem. Mail carriers robbed at gunpoint by thieves looking to steal the key that opens the blue collection boxes. The crooks are looking to steal your stuff and sell it on the dark web. It says it has its own police force and is trained to protect mail carriers. But according to the president of that union, those officers are being sidelined and they are calling for change. Well, let's see why. This is really silly once you hear that. Key, they are trained to protect mail carriers. You wanna know why they sidelined? Regarding the benching of uniformed officers, the PPO, jurisdiction has not changed. Clarification concerning the jurisdiction of the PPOs, Postal Police Officers, was received in 2017 and messaged out to the PPOs and management 2018, 2019, and 2020. Y'all gonna get a kick out of this. The Postal Inspection Service issued a memorandum to management confirming prior guidance stating Postal Police federal law enforcement jurisdiction is limited to real property owned, operated, and controlled by the United States Postal Service. The complement for postal police officers has remained unchanged in the last 10 years. Ooh, there's a lot to go there, cousin. I don't know if it makes sense to me, but what they're saying, in case you're not aware, is that they are police officers for the post office, but they can only patrol the post office. So they're not really police officers. Sounds like they security guards to me. That's like having a normal police officer that's, in your neighborhood, but he can only patrol his police station. Sounds pretty stupid. If they're there to protect the mail carrier, who are you protecting the mail carriers from? No, I just want to know, as they come in and out of the post office, hey, you all right? You make sure you got your mace with you there, bud. Oh, wait, they coming back in. Hey, slow down. We got somebody loading their LLV. What in the blue hell? This is my straight face emoji. Come on, man, this is stupid. And they say that the complement for postal police officers has remained unchanged in the last 10 years. What does that mean? It means that if they're allotted a certain amount of people, they still have that allotment for the certain amount of people. So every facility, just so you know, has a complement of certain amount of jobs, certain amount of job descriptions or job duties. And they say it has remained unchanged. The good thing is this is the kicker. This is the kicker, shall we? They had over 4,000 some odd police officers, but now they're down to only 400. They're saying that the police officers are no longer there through attrition, people retired, and the fact that during the COVID thing, a lot of them just, were not able to come aboard. And because they were not able to come aboard because the training facilities were down, nobody applied to be a postal police officer. So here's a side note. If you have I don't even think they require a degree. Just look in your area, see if they I don't even know if they post them. So this is trash to me if they don't even post a postal police officer position. What you guys need to do is just check and see if they actually posting some. And FYI, you can retire after 20 years if you work for law enforcement at the post office versus, the craziness that we actually all got to go through. And they have some other restrictions about age requirements, so on and so forth. But it's clear to me that they don't do a darn thing, because we wouldn't have so much crime going on, would we? With our people. Nonetheless, what do you guys think? I mean, how do we protect ourselves if they're not even giving us the right amount of protection? I mean, I'm not a carrier. Let me emphasize that again. I'm not a carrier. For those that don't know and you're new to the channel, I'm not a carrier, but my daughter is a carrier. So it stays close to me. I have family that's carrier. My sister's a carrier, so y'all cut it out with all the, you don't even know we go through. Don't worry about it. How many people have you carriers sat there and complained to on the phone? Your own family members. I'm one of them. Yeah, it's not helping. I want you guys to have a straightforward, full conversation with each other. And as I said, there's people that watch, and maybe you guys may have an idea that can possibly help us all as a whole. All right? This is JH with one of those topics that I didn't really want to talk about, but it's always good to put some things out there just for open, honest discussion. All right? This is what we do. We out.